ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. What's poppin'? It's your boy, Big Sauce. Sauce Mackenzie, man. Welcome to the Concrete Genius Podcast. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. 8 Tips for Man to Find Peace. It's really like that. How y'all doing, man? Everybody's good? Hope everybody's doing well, man. I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Just mentally embracing the holiday season, making sure I reconnect with loved ones, making sure I get to the point where I'm bringing joy, bringing peace. That's a great feeling at this stage in my life, to be able to really kick back and bring some type of happiness to my loved ones, to enjoy the smiles and the times and the memories of my loved ones. It's a great feeling. It is. What's not a great feeling is getting your ass whooped on FanDuel. I've been getting massacred. I ain't gonna talk like that because I have been winning some. But just usually I'm on the money. I wasn't on the money. I was off the money, you know what I mean? Usually I know which ones to leave alone, which ones for sure gonna hit. But for some reason yesterday I was off the money. I had Pittsburgh. I thought Pittsburgh was gonna win. My main man told me, hey, yo, no George Pickens, I wouldn't touch it. I shouldn't have touched it, but me, I think I know everything, so I touched it anyway. Got cracked with Pittsburgh. For some reason, I thought Carolina was going to beat Dallas yesterday. Bryce Young had been playing well. But I had forgot a crucial stat. The Dallas is like, what, 6-0, 6-1 on the road, and then like 2-7 at the crib. So if I really would have been thinking it was a Dallas road game. Washington did win money line. They were supposed to cover 6.5, bought it down. But I had that pair with Carolina, so it all went to hell together. That's a good thing about a parlay. If they're going to burn, let them burn together. Sometimes when you lose one, you get in the habit of saying, oh, man, you know, I could have bet them separate. But if you bet them separate, a nice chunk, and they both lose, say if you say, all right, man, I'm confident in both these two. I'm betting 100 apiece on each one of them. And they both lose, now you out 200. But if you say, well, fuck it, I like them both. I'm confident, but I'm betting 75 to win the same 300 some out of one anyway. I'm betting 100 now, and I'm getting more money. And then that way, if they both lose, you just out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a proponent of single line bet, man. I'm talking about sports betting. For those that don't know, some of you that's just kind of filling in. I'm talking about sports betting. So to me, the easiest bets are the props. Certain amount of yards for a certain player. Joe Burrow, 300 yards, boom. That's an easy bet. But the adrenaline in you, the adrenaline in me, I can't speak for you. The adrenaline in me makes me want to try to win. Yeah. The adrenaline in me makes me want to try to win. Like when I win like 1,400, 1,800, 2,600, that's when I'll be like, yeah, I do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So the adrenaline in me makes me want to kind of get to that point where I'm cracking their ass like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I want the adrenaline in me to lead me, just like I'm cracking their ass, just like that. But nah, man, single line bets. But you know they put the boost with the parlays, so that's how they hook you too. All the boost, 30%. Every leg we boosted up 15%. So that's how they get you too. They put the boost on the parlays. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. You see this shit. Welcome to the party. I plan on podcasting more. I plan on being more consistent with the pod. That's been the biggest complaint of my loyal fan base. I really appreciate everybody that rocks with me, my listeners, my brothers, my friends, the strangers that feel like they know me. We ain't strangers no more. The ones that hear the stories, like, I appreciate y'all. Y'all gave me the grit and the grind to get to where I can do this, and now I really want to do this more consistently, put out more quality content, more current news, updates, affairs, and get it popping. It's Monday. It is Monday, December what? 16th. Man, Christmas is in 9 days, bro. Have you done your shopping? You shopping online? Get some Christmas cards. Do something, man. Family's precious, man. That's all you got. You know what I'm saying? I've been in positions where I got family members I got the greatest relationship with, and I had some not so great. But at the end of the day, I really just want to have a good understanding with all of them. You know what I'm saying? What are we going to talk about first? I want to talk about Luigi. Luigi, the UHC healthcare shooter. Luigi, let me make sure I'm pronouncing his name right. You know, I got my notes, man. You have to be very professional in this podcast game. We are talking about Luigi Nicholas Mangione kills United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Man, I got so many emotions running through me when I think about this case. I mean, first off, dude got a manifesto. For those that don't know, manifesto is like the essence of premeditation. That means for months and months, I've been planning on trying to find a way to do this. And I've been journaling my thoughts every day on how bad and why this institution that I feel like I'm attacking in my brain deserves it. All right. Now, we're not talking about no ex-military guy, dishonorable discharge. We're not talking about, well, we don't know for sure if drugs are involved. But at least even with the background, we coming from a fiscally stable background, Ivy League kid. Ivy League man, not a kid, definitely not a kid. He is an adult suspect charged with murder. We ain't gonna do that. But just an Ivy League kid that went through the regiments of formal education to still have the angst within his soul to create a manifesto to attack a healthcare CEO. Now imagine you this man, you overworked. You probably reporting to a motherfucker that's in Bermuda, Monte Carlo, Switzerland, just on the Alps, just chilling. He calling you once a day to make sure you got shit running right. And here come Luigi just knocking your noodle. No, no, no. And then not only that, it's the vigilante aspect of it, right? At some point, these people have gotten so frustrated with financial instability, financial despair when it comes to having medical events, medical situations. You're already talking about a society that has a strain on it for a lot of people, economically, financially, you know what I'm saying? Inflation's, it's rough out here for people. Groceries are high, nigga. You paying $7 for a dozen eggs. Like it's real out here. Milk, juice, everything is high. You know what I mean? And you still gonna get your kids them fucking fruit snacks and them pops and shit. So everything is high. I'm not. You are. So people are having eternal bouts with what they consider the hierarchy, the financial, the wealthy, the 1%. I think Brian Thompson was an unfortunate middleman. Rest in peace. I don't think he qualified at that level. And then we got to understand. I know we put all these twists and cute narrative on the story because, you know, it's always amazing how the media shapes certain stories. You got a guy, he's a nice looking white man, Ivy League in good shape. He's got a cult following. You see what I'm saying? I think he's a man of Italian descent, hence the name Luigi. a lot of people of Italian heritage are sticking with that man. You know, it's an interesting dynamic. I hate to be that guy, race guy. I get I get accusations for being a race guy. You see the Washington Nationals fitted, you know what I'm saying? West Side shit. But I hate to be the race guy, but see, white people will unconditionally support one of theirs. They don't care how I look in society. They don't care what the judgment is. They don't care whose ethics are hurt, whose ethics remain the same. They don't care. White people will root for their own in society. With no shame. Now, with black people, the difference is you don't hear nobody saying, man, we got to start profiling other Italian dudes that's going to Ivy League schools. You don't hear other Italian people saying, man, this make the whole race look bad. See what I'm saying? Or the whole nationality. Only black people do that shit. One black person do something, man, like, bro, you making us look bad. Bro, you ain't making me look like. Bro, you have nothing to do with what I got going on. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Now, Mangione has become sort of a cult hero to those that he appealed to. No black man's getting away with that, bro. No black man's getting away with that, brother. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody black getting away with being no cult hero shooting the insurance man. You can't even shoot the dude with the little insurance spot on 56th Street, bro. You going to jail for life. You ain't gonna be nobody hero. He tried to take out CEO in the middle of Manhattan, New York. That man still got a family, bro. That man got kids. He's hired a very high profile lawyer. I said that shit country. Lawyer. However you want to hear it. Her name is Karen. What's this? Agjafino. Seems Italian too. She's a former Karen Agjafino. She's a former Manhattan DA. So she knows the system. She knows the responsibility of taking this case. Again, people instantly get in formation, get on code to protect one of their own. Italian man kills a CEO in broad daylight. Man versus machine. Eat the rich versus the 1% versus oppressed people of America versus this capitalistic entity. Oh, she's going to take that case in a heartbeat. That is a very, very, very high profile case. That case right there can totally affect the trajectory of your career as an attorney. Smart move. And she's Italian. They stick together. Only black folks gotta look for approval of other people to stick together. You ever notice that? Black people gotta make sure it's okay to fuck with you. Oh, that nigga did that. Let me see how people feel. But usually it's just your family sticking by you. They done made this white man a martyr. And I want to look dead in the camera and I want to tell you, people, especially black people, don't be like the black guy on January 6th. Do not threaten these insurance companies over the phone. Do not threaten them, period. But all phone calls are recorded. They tell you that at the beginning of the call. So I don't care how upset you are about that $750 or $6,050 medical bill that you got that they promised you they was going to cover, they end up not covering. Do not quote the words that was on that shell casing. I'm not going to report the words because I don't want my voice used in that context. but do not repost those words and do not threaten people and do not make statements like you're next. I promise you, if you do that and you black, you will be example A. Niggas is always example A, bro. So let that shit go. Mind your business, right? And if you want to talk to them folks, if you're mad, you want to send off an email, don't say it in your email. Don't threaten nobody that's got anything to do with insurance. Because if you black, you're going to be made the scapegoat for the angry movement. You know what I mean? For the hostile, the radical, the one we stopped. Nah, nigga. See, one thing about being black, bro, you better learn quick. You ain't got the same rules as white people. The quicker you learn that, the better are you off in life. It's dumb. Now, that's some shit you could do that, you know, you get the luxury of doing as a black man that other motherfuckers can't do. But certain crosshairs, boy, you better stay your ass off of. And trying to be the next radical person to attack the healthcare system, that is a battle you gotta let white folks fight. Even if you support it. Let them fight it, see how it go. Go from there. I wonder what they're gonna use for his defense though. Because the manifesto makes it interesting. And I do think race plays a part, but it's been blacks and whites with manifesto. See, the thing about this case is interesting to me. When it comes to racism, bro, I don't have time to sit back and think about if the person is writing a manifesto or the person who's claiming to, who's about to snap, for lack of a better term. I don't got time to figure out if they white supremacists, if they black. I don't have time to figure out if they're Indian. I don't have time. Once you give me any sign that you are about to snap, you got it. So anybody that writes a manifesto is a little off on the rocker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you writing a whole book of why you finna bring down a system or why you finna commit a heinous act to bring down a system. You documented it. I'm wondering if they're gonna go mentally insane, trauma, maybe something he was going through with his family with the healthcare shit. But I can see a play coming to where they maybe try to use something he done went through or something he done gone through to maybe in his defense. Some type of trauma, some type of provocation, something in his childhood that triggered him, something with a relative that triggered him. I can see them trying to do something with him. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. You see this shit. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod. Anytime, anywhere, any place. I'm there. I'm available. Follow me on IG, Concrete Genius Pod. Follow me on YouTube, Concrete Genius Pod. Follow me on Twitter, Concrete Genius Media. Now follow me on Facebook, Concrete Genius Media. I'm everywhere. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, 8 Tips to Find Peace, man. If you're looking for peace in your life, this is a great Christmas gift. Or that male figure in your life. It could be your brother, your father, your uncle, your cousin, husband, your man. It could be any of those things. I appreciate it. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. Caitlin Clark has been named Time Woman of the Year. Congratulations to Caitlin Clark. Well deserved, well deserved, well deserved. Caitlin Clark, well deserved. For you radical niggas. You know, one thing about being radical, bro, you gotta stand on business. See, me, I ain't never just been radical. I just been pro-black. So that way, if you see me cool with somebody that's not black, or you see me not cool, you know, I ain't adjusting the sliders. You know what I'm saying? I don't dance to different music. I'm the same. I act the same at every party, no matter what the beat is. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up in a segregated society, so therefore I don't have to. I can be honest towards white people, whether it's in their favor or it's against them. And Caitlin Clark deserves all the accolades. She's brought unlimited attention, unlimited effect to the bottom line of the WNBA, marketing wise, engagement wise. The amount of players getting known nationally because she's in the NBA, and just giving Caitlin Clark accolades doesn't take away the accolades of the other women in the WNBA. Could you imagine dudes in the NBA like, man, fuck that Michael Jordan shit, bro. I still fly value jet, nigga. Fuck Michael Jordan, nigga. I still stand a La Quinta, nigga. No, bro. Oh, niggas is like, oh, we in the Hyatt Regency, we in the Four Seasons, we in the Waldorf now. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Magic. Thanks, Bird. Ain't nobody jealous of that shit. Everybody eating, bro. If y'all going from coach to first class, who gives a fuck if it's a white girl from Iowa? I don't. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe my opinion is because I'm not a woman. I don't know a black woman's opinion on this. But as a black man that's pro-black woman and pro-black women getting their accolades, if there is a stinging effect to any sister that's genuinely affected by this, not fake outrage, but genuinely affected, I respect your concerns. And I would love to privately hear them. Because as for me, it's like, hey, if this get paved like this, when the next one come, then she gonna take it somewhere else. When Juju come, it's going somewhere else. So I can understand the anguish. Is like, here we go again, Caitlin Clark, you know? But at the end of the day, if it's putting money in your pocket, if it's easing your comfort of your lifestyle, then let it ride. Now, what was this lady's name, B? Hold on 1 second. Yeah. So, with Caitlin Clark, I never felt like acknowledging her game took away from other black NBA players that I've always been fascinated with. I'm forever, I tell people countless times, I don't love Tina Thompson no less because I like watching Caitlin Clark play. I don't love watching Cheryl Swoops or when Neil Ivey was playing, Aja Wilson, young Dana Evans. I didn't watch them. I didn't enjoy watching them no less because Caitlin Clark. I'm a fan of her game. You know what I mean? So I love the sport. I love the passion and the skill and the swagger when a woman basketball player brings that to the sport. But some people totally scrutinize your thought process when you're a black person and you say you like Caitlin Clark. It's somewhat spooky almost. Does me saying I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark game, does that affect my blackness? Does that make me less melanated? And I still rooted for South Carolina. I ain't gotta prove that to nobody. I like her playing. She on a fever. I like her playing. Excuse me. Now we gotta be honest about the elephant in the room. There is a large percentage of white people that enjoy Caitlin Clark because she's white, and white people want to feel like they can dominate in some shit. whatever percentage of the population is more white people than black people. I've said this countless amounts of times. So for a white person to want somebody white to be the best at something is not offensive to me. You see what I'm saying? Because that's like somebody saying, man, they got this black dude playing golf. His name Tiger. And I go watch. And then somebody say, oh, nigga, you don't really love golf because you don't know who Fuzzy Zeller is. Fuck Fuzzy Zeller. I'm not here for him. That's the same analogy to people that's coming to basketball for Caitlin Clark. You can't say, oh, man. Somebody say, hey, look, I'm here. I'm buying $1,000 worth of merch. I'm going to Indianapolis for a game, to a Fever game. I want to see Caitlin Clark. Well, boo. You know, what about such and such? Nigga, no. Take the money, shut the fuck up, and let them new people figure out who else they like in the game. I started learning about golfers before Tiger Woods by liking Tiger Woods. I started learning about the rule. I didn't know what the fuck par was. I didn't know what none of that was until Tiger Woods came in the game. I played miniature golf because of Tiger Woods. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I compare Caitlin Clark to. Even though there's other white players in the league, that type of sweeping, she bringing a whole group of people with her. That's where the Tiger comparisons come in at. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make it so black people can understand it and not be so offended. Like, okay, I don't give a fuck. If somebody that don't like no sports say, oh man, it's finally a white woman that might be the best at playing basketball, that doesn't affect me or offend me as a black person. I could say, well, shit, Asia Wilson's the best in the WNBA. Is she black? Oh, I don't care. I say it's Caitlin. All right, man, have a good day. That's not going to stop Asia Wilson from getting 35, 10, and 12. What the fuck? 35 and 13, 5, whatever. You know? And Caitlin Clark can go for 30 and I could be like, oh, she was hooping. All things can be true, man. We got to get out this rah, rah, rah. You got to like what I like phase. I think it's a lot of jealousy. The Mystics owner, what's this lady name? I was trying to talk about this lady. Is it Miss Johnson? Sheila Johnson. Oh, Sheila. Sheila Johnson, what is you doing, baby? Why would you get up there and fumble that opportunity by saying they needed to make the whole entire WNBA Woman of the Year? Why couldn't you just say, congratulations to Caitlin, it's a great accomplishment? We have so many great players in our league, and her notoriety and her success can help highlight herself and continue to highlight her and others that are just as equally deserving. You could say that, but you don't want to go down in history as saying something stupid. Because you know what I hate? I hate when you say something so stupid that even the dumbest hillbilly can be like, yeah, that's some bullshit. Man, you right, Jim Bob. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, baby. Now, I've heard some things, I've seen some things on Twitter and say you might, they say you got some issues yourself. But I just feel like that was her moment and y'all fumble her moment. I'm very big at people's moments. If I go to a birthday party and it's your party, I'm not going to steal a moment. You know what I'm saying? Your wedding. You know what I mean? You got to make sure that You give people grace when they win, because if they keep remember you, they'll give you grace. And give them grace when they lose, because you ain't gonna lose for long. But just to say, what about when somebody has been given an award? To me, that's just selfish. And I'm not gonna slay you through the mud, but you made a drastic mistake. I think the right thing to do would be get out in front and be like, hey, I ain't really mean it like that, whatever, whatever. And even when you defend Caitlin Clark, people are like, oh, y'all kissing her ass. Nigga, who's kissing her ass? I'm just talking basketball. So y'all turning me liking Caitlin Clark is the same way niggas do when you like LeBron. You a bronzexual. Why you bringing up the gay shit? So you like Jordan, what kind of sexual would that make you? You like Kobe, what kind of sexual would that make you? And I'm just asking the question because I'm talking sports, nigga. I didn't bring up none sexual, nigga. But to attack sexual to a man, to people that's a fan of a certain player, well, let's give everybody a fucking name. You know what I'm saying? You know, the booty greasers or some shit, you know? The fucking fairies or something, you know? Like, everybody get a name. But I ain't here for that. But to wrap up with Caitlin Clark, man, I just think that people just gotta ride the wave. Let the wave, you know what I'm saying? Get the whole garden wet, get the whole village, you know what I'm saying? Moisturize the land of the whole village. Let everybody eat. And it's hard sometimes eating when you bring home a steak and then a motherfucker bring home steak, feed everybody. But you gotta let people have their moment. This is real game. You ain't gonna get from nowhere else. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It's your boy Big Sauce. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod. I am him. Indianapolis Colts. I'm so disappointed. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I grew up a Bears fan. I'm from Gary, Indiana. 30, 25 minutes, Chicago, whatever. So all our news stations were Chicago stations. Even though we were Indiana, it was independent. So we grew up Bears fans. And in 1984, Bob Irsay packed up that Mayflower truck and snuck up out of Baltimore and hit 70 West. And I said, oh, they got a team in Indiana. Even though I was more connected at the time to Chicago area than I was Indiana, I started being around dudes from Chicago. They'd be like, you ain't claim your own team. I'd be like, all right, well, fuck y'all niggas. Now, I was still a Bears fan, Super Bowl shuffle and all that. Because, I mean, I hadn't went nowhere. But once I started traveling, I'm like, okay, well, I like them both. The Bears is the team of my youth. But, man, when I was locked up, man, I bet some serious bread on Adrian James and Marvin Harrison and them boys. You know, Eddie George brought some real pain to my life. Lane Bishop, you know what I'm saying? It was real serious. Real serious, man. I was ready to rumble for the state of Indiana, man. I was about my Colts. Trying to get to the Super Bowl. Even when I got out, man, the Nick Harper shit. I got a story about that I will never tell. But yeah, all that shit, you know. I just started riding with the Colts. Even though Bears was 1A, 1B, I just was like, even when they played in the Super Bowl, I was like, I want to see Peyton get one. You know, I wanted Peyton to have one. I didn't want him to go Dan Marino. I wanted him to get one. But man, that loss to Denver was rock bottom yesterday. Indianapolis Colts lose to Denver Broncos, man. 31-10, was it? 31-13? Whatever it was a massacre. It was embarrassing. Colts leading at halftime, 10-7, 13-7, playing well. Defense playing amazing. Shout out to that Colts defense, bro. You niggas is really earning y'all guapo. Offense got to get it together, man. And then the play call and the coaching, bro. Jonathan Taylor, I understand you made a mistake, bro. But you supposed to be wanting to take it all the way to the end zone, hand it to the referee niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you a dude follow the rules. You ain't supposed to be, your Wonderlick too high for that type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You gotta be smart in that, Jonathan Taylor, man. You date white women. I expected more out of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's niggerish behavior. I'm just saying, man. Like, you speak articulate shit, you know, I didn't think you would, you know. I'm just shocked. If you say, all right, man, somebody gonna run a touchdown and drop the ball before they get to the end zone like them niggas do in college, Jonathan Taylor would be pretty low on your list, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with black girls, Jonathan Taylor, you done got you a Riri or something, Kiki or something. You got you one of these little girls out here with this pink hair. That's some niggerish shit, Jonathan Taylor. You went to Wisconsin, nigga. You supposed to get a ball to the referee with white gloves on. I'm a little shocked. Yeah, let me find out you fucking around. You got you one of these little strippers or something. She got your motherfucking ass in there leaning and rocking, listening to Fabo, tat it up or something. Let me find out, Jonathan Taylor. Your motherfucking ass got a sister, because that was a very, very niggerish act. That was selfish. That's some shit you expect from a nigga named Raekwon from the projects, nigga. Not Jonathan. You don't even, nigga. Come on, bro. Your SAT score is too high for that shit, Jonathan Taylor. Come on, fam. And like I say, bro, you articulate, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got one of them voices. You know what I mean? Like, you calm the white women down voices, you know what I'm saying? Hi, ladies. You know, you got one of them voices. Hey, is everything cool? You know, you got that shit. So 3-4 niggas around. I got this, guys. I love your Uggs. You know what I mean? Like, you got some of that shit in you, nigga. But you too smart for this shit, bro. I was very, very disappointed. I didn't even really think about it. And you know the crazy thing is, I'm going to be totally honest and transparent. Excuse me. I'm going to be totally transparent, my nigga. I bet the Broncos minus 4.5, 5. I bet I took the Broncos. So when it was 13-7, he ran a touchdown. I'm like, fuck. I'm going to get my money back. You know what I'm saying? And so when they came back and said he might have dropped it, I damn near kind of cheered. And my family was like, damn, nigga, who you root for? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm rooting for the Broncos. If these niggas gonna be sad, I might as well go on bet against them and ride the wave. My taxes help build Lucas Oil Stadium. So if these niggas is gonna fucking throw interception, pick sixes from a wide receiver, I might as well win me some money on FanDuel, because that was some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen, bro. That's some shit a nigga used to do in the 5th grade at recess. Hey, man, throw the ball to me, nigga. When you get over there, throw it back. Nigga intercepted that shit, bro. Like, why would you even call that shit, bro? You so frustrated with the offense. Maybe you not the right coach for the team, Shane Shighton. It's just, you just wake up daily and the Colts are the laughing stock. Every time they do something, they the national laughing stock of the NFL. It's never for nothing good. Like, if you gonna see the Colts on national media, it's gonna be for some bonehead shit. It's gonna either be something the owner said, something Peyton Manning did, something the idiot kicker got drunk and said, Pat McAfee jumping in the motherfucking in the creek in Broad Ripple, motherfucking the general manager, the other general manager, a trade, Andrew Luck getting his neck broke, Peyton only winning one championship. It's going to always be some shit. A nigga getting his knee cut before the AFC championship, hanging a banner to say you the AFC finalist. Indianapolis Colts fans deserve better, bro, than that level of incompetence, sustained incompetence. And I say this with passion. I say this as somebody who travels. You hate to tell somebody who your team is and the nigga smirk. It's embarrassing, man. We got to fix it from the ground up, man. Draft, when we have good linemen, we don't have good QBs. Like, it just don't all fit sometimes. We'll sneak around the playoffs and do some shit, then lose bad and run it back and do the same shit. But right now, we stuck in the mud. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep betting against them niggas on FanDuel. It's time to tank now. You might as well shit. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. It's your boy Big Sauce. Follow me on all socials, man. God is good. Make peace with the ones you love, man. It's Monday. It's almost Thanksgiving. Mail out them Christmas cards, nigga. Be nice. Tell all your baby mamas Merry Christmas, nigga. You know, man, I used to have a badass temper, you know? But a lot of times, once I controlled it and understood who I was, I realized my ego that had to have a conversation, confrontation. And this is what I mean by this. If I'm out somewhere and I'm kicking it, and a nigga come in the bar, mad, but his energy ain't for me, but I get an opportunity to get some of that energy back and make it a confrontation. My ego has never been one that needed that. Because for one, I can't match angry with a nigga. I gotta really get angry. Unless you're trying to hurt me, I can't really match anger, if that makes sense. Like, if I ain't mad, I really ain't mad. Now, I can still, you know, beat you up real good if I ain't mad, especially back in the day. But when I was mad, it was dangerous. So I wasn't nobody that really looked forward to getting mad. Sometimes people would confront me mad and I would laugh because I didn't want to get mad. So your ego learns. Gotta stop smoking too. I'm getting a goddamn Newport Vietnam vet look. Yeah, so we listen, we don't judge. I was out at a bar, spot everybody used to be at. I'm kicking it. It's getting kind of late, but it ain't all the way late. I see a nigga come in, little short nigga. One of them short niggas you know gonna be on some bullshit, but he cool. But every time you see him, you know it's gonna be some bullshit. But he got his shit together, you know what I mean? So he coming in, he kicking it. He one of them niggas, and when he first get there, he's speaking, and damn near after about his 4th, 5th drink, he damn near might be mugging. One of them niggas. I seen nigga a couple times. So I'm chilling, I'm with my people, we kicking it. Some kind of conflict go on between him and somebody he was with. Something came up missing with somebody he was with. So it comes into a big argument by the door. So I tell my people, all right, as soon as this commotion die down and they cut out, we cutting out, right? They like bet. So the nigga comes back in the spot, comes around by where I was sitting, and he comes out of the like pool area, and it's probably me and the peoples I'm with, and then it's like bar, tables, and the niggas was like Anybody in this motherfucker got a problem? We can solve this shit right now. Who got a problem? And part of me said, this nigga's looking at me, man. But then part of me said, this nigga's looking through me. He don't even see me. He see rage. So why would I volunteer and actively participate in this rage? So I didn't say nothing. The nigga wasn't even really paying me no attention. It was my ego and paranoia. This nigga leaves the spot, goes right down the street to the gas station, and gets in a shootout with some niggas. Learn to control your ego. Stay in shape. Learn how to fight. Be confident. Lift heavy weights, bro. Do push-ups. Do all the machines in the gym. Get your shoulders right, nigga. Shadow box. Do some pull-ups. Do some push-ups. Jump rope. Take up jujitsu. Learn how to fight. Learn how to box. But whatever you do, control your temper. All it takes is 1 second, bro. And then judge tell me, bro, you got 55 years. You got life without parole. Over your temper. Especially, and I'm going to tell you young cats something. Don't be around no old head that got kids and a family that's still anywhere talking about crashing out. Because that nigga ain't got no type of barriers to his stupidity. Hey, man, you in your 20s or something, you ain't got no kids yet, you fuck with chicks. I understand. But nigga 32, 33, when I see a nigga 33, 34, got a family, this nigga still participating in robberies with young niggas and or talking like a 19-year-old crash out, I said, oh, my God. You got to get me away from this nigga immediately. You didn't live to be your mid-30s, your 40s, and you started the real gangbang registration in your 13, 14, 15s. If you still crazy at 40 and you been gangbanging since a teenager, nigga, I don't want to be in the same zip code as you, nigga. You don't have no common sense, and I don't want to be around you. Like, if you still 40, 50 that got something to prove from an attitude perspective, even if you the same crazy nigga you been 30 years, I don't want to be around you. Because you ain't even got enough common sense to realize you now have more, or you now have lived so long that cherish what you have to lose. You can't be the same ignorant nigga for 20 years, bro. You got to learn to control your anger. And this is a message to me. All the younger me's. The younger girls and boys, like people get in these snap situations. I seen her messing with my man. I'm going to hit the nigga. I'm going to shoot her. I'm going to kick her door in. I'm going to slash her car. I'm going to shoot at his car. Man, them type of decisions get you out of here. You be out, bro. It be 2040. So just think, you 22, right? You get a 40 piece. You get out, bro. It's 2044. Think about that. It's 2044. You get a 40-year case because you lost your temper arguing with a nigga at the gas station, bro. Stay out. Enjoy life. Enjoy your family. Because the worst thing about jail niggas don't tell you is the funerals you miss. You know, it's all fun and games. You know, we love snooting. Convict niggas like they just came home from being POWs and shit. And some of them have. Some of us have. But the part that they don't tell you about is the funerals. Boy, you miss a lot. The funerals and the pregnancies. And the births. You go to jail, aunties, all your grandma's friends, maybe your grandma, your grandpa, or your mom and daddy if you're really unlucky. Maybe a sibling. All the older people that you knew in the neighborhood, other people's grandparents. Now some make it through, 80, 90, some years old. Them ones that start dying in their 40s, 30s, 40s, 50, oh, you're going to miss some of that. You're going to miss funerals of friends. You're going to miss pregnancies, parties, open houses, surgeries, Thanksgivings, family prayers. All that shit's gone when you go to prison. The laughter, the touch. Having somebody scratch your motherfucking back in the middle of the night, nigga. No Diddy. All that shit, bro. Like, just whatever you can do that you don't really think you getting, that you taking for granted out here, you losing it. If you can't control your emotions. Even if you can, you still might slip up and do a bid. Most niggas do a bid and then don't do a second one. Cause you know what it's like. You want to avoid that shit at all costs. Now don't get me wrong, you want to make it look good for the rest of the roller coaster, but you ain't trying to go back in that hellhole, that box, nigga, sitting in darkness 23 hours. No siree, Bob. So if I want to control my temper, I'd have been a nigga having a confrontation with the nigga that ended up smoking somebody down the street. All because of my ego. You understand what I'm saying? ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man, this is the realest shit you're going to get, you know what I mean? So I just want to tell you, bro, if you're listening, stay free, stay motivated, find you some purpose, man. The music is cool, bro. I'm not going to be one of them don't listen to the music niggas, but have real goals, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with what the rapper you listening to talking about. Get you some real money. Because the more music influenced me, I ain't going to need stunt. I was already bad, but Too Short didn't make it no better. I was already feeling like a fly nigga, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, for this nigga to make Hard on the Boulevard or Born a Mac, you know what I'm saying? Cuss words, Don't Fight the Feeling, you know what I'm saying? Short but funky. You kind of start feeling like that nigga, you know what I mean? You know, you LL, Walking with a Panther, you know what I mean? Radio, I Need Love, Bigger and Deffer, you know what I mean? Her name was Renee. Her face was okay, but she had the kind of body make your boy want to play. Like, come on, hey, that shit there, that's a different level of fly shit. You hearing that shit in real time. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. So, you know, I get a little blood. I start blushing like Ray Charles a little bit when you start understanding how I've been fly so long. I can understand the frustration. Because it's a long time looking at a nigga being fly. Just imagine if you 5 and you was born in 2000, right? You seen me in 2005. Now you 25. Or say you was 30 in 2003 and I'm fly as shit, bro. You 52 and I'm still fly as shit. Like, that's a long time to like ascend. So I understand the dissension. But me, I walk with God, so I had to start being not so bashful of my gifts. I'm blessed. You know, people always say it must be nice when they see you when you put calamine lotion on the wounds, but they don't know that pain you was in the womb to get to the point where it must be nice. You just see the part that you think is glorious, glamorous, but the hell to get here, you don't want no parts of that. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. I love you. Share my shit. Give it to somebody. Give them the game, man. We rock this shit to maintain. We listen, we don't judge, man. Hey, before I get out of here, I got to ask you, do you see other black men as competition? When you see other black men, do you look at him as your brother or as your competition? Are you jealous of other black men? When you see a black man and he's somewhere and he's getting attention, are you jealous? If you pop out and you see a black man with a nice car, how do you feel? If you in a room and you getting some action and a dude look in the room and he may be more attractive than you, and he starts getting some attention from some women you thought you were going to get some action from, how do you feel? These are real questions that got to be answered in the Black community because we see each other as competition. And y'all women too, but that's a different part. Black men, we not each other's competition. You my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask a nigga what he had to do to get where he at. How he feeling? Ask a nigga what's his mental health. Because that nigga you think got it going on might be the one finna spaz out like Luigi. You did? So don't always be so eager to bunny hop and see what a nigga talking about. Talk to a nigga and see what he talking about. But don't be jealous of other black. See, when I see a fly nigga, I say, boy, that's a fly little nigga right there, boy. That little nigga remind me of me. You know what I'm saying? Or if a nigga doing better, I say, okay, yo, nigga, I see you. You in some 300,000-400,000, the game ain't doing nothing but elevating. If I see a young nigga here in a clean ass motherfucking Chevrolet, Honda, Nissan, Challenger, Charger, I see you, young player. I congratulate you. I see you with the clothing line, young player. I see you with the weed. I see you with the music, young player. I congratulate you. I see you with the sports. I see you with the college degree, young player. I congratulate you. Hey, if you is moving that shit, bro, it's wild out here. Stay safe out here. But I still congratulate you, man. I like the fit. That's my energy, B. So you get that energy to a nigga when he 18, he 28, he still got the same energy. I'm always the OG because I respect niggas. I don't see niggas as competition. Then I fall in other cities and I put my thing down and I let niggas know how I move, and now I got to ally niggas from somewhere else. Because I don't see niggas from as competition. See, once you stop seeing niggas as competition, you won't compete with niggas, you only gonna compete with yourself. I've only ever competed with myself. That's why niggas be feeling, oh, you stunt, you shine, and you step out the box, you crazy. All these labels that's ever been attached to me has really just been me competing with myself. Either me disappointing myself or me trying to live a life that I feel like I owe myself. And I always did that, even before I disappointed myself. I was always about it. So the shit that niggas take personal about me is really just a competition that I have with myself to be the flyest nigga I can be at all times. To bring joy to the people that I love that love me at all times. See, when I'm in my zone and I'm cracking jokes, my kids laughing, I'm sending texts, my cousins, my family smiling, and then I'm straight stand-up comedy to my lady. She giggling all night. We eating good, we smiling, TV on. I'm my only competition. I ain't compete with niggas. I never looked at a nigga and said, oh man, this nigga's at the Swiss Alps. I would love to be there. I'm happy for the nigga. But I ain't never in competition with a nigga, bro. My first plug I met, I was 14, 15. That nigga had a Beamer from Chicago. I said, man, that's a nice ass car, bro. I'm gonna get me one of them one day. And went on about my business. Nigga like, what's up with you, man? I just told nigga my name. Nigga started getting to know me, hanging around. Fucking abroad, not too far from where I'm at. And just started liking the way I move, because I didn't see him as competition. Wasn't no envy. He like, man, most niggas be haters, bro. Niggas don't even want to speak when they see a nigga in some fly shit. Nah, man, it's a balance between honoring a nigga and dick riding a nigga and hating on a nigga. And I know what the balance is. I mastered it. So, like, a nigga that ain't securing himself gonna always confuse one of the three with something else. Nah, man, you pay homage to real niggas. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. This is the best game you ever seen. I'm challenging you to share my podcast with 5 people that you know, especially if you rock with me. You somebody I know, you a cousin, nephew, friend of the family, one of my old players, my ex-players. I done gave you some game. Turn 5 people onto my video, cuz. My YouTube page, this video, any reel, any clip. Tell them about the book. The Game Changer, 8 Tips for Man to Find Peace. Yeehaw. Who y'all like tonight? I like Atlanta over the Raiders. And I want to say the Bears, but fuck them funky-ass Bears. I'm going to go with Sam Darnold over the Bears. I say 21-17, 28-21, something like that. Bears make it interesting second half. Minnesota get off to a good start. So if you was thinking about betting, maybe take that Minnesota first half, point spread, first quarter point spread. Minnesota got a great get-off game. They take off quick. Bears usually play better in the second half, rally to the end, and then do some dumb shit, lose the game at the end, field goal something. So I'm thinking 24, 21 Bears, 28, 24, 26, 23, some old shit. 16, 13 even maybe, because Vikings had them peaks where they don't score a lot. Second game, Falcons, Raiders. I think the Raiders are in full tank mode for Shedeur Sanders. I'm heavy on the Falcons this game. Falcons got to try to find a way to stay competitive with Tampa for the NFC South because it's not out of reach yet because Atlanta has a tiebreaker over Tampa, so they need to win this game desperately tonight. So that's my pick of the week, Atlanta Falcons, Kirk Cousins, whatever they're giving away. Even put some more to it. I think they're going to beat the shit out the Raiders. Raiders don't want to win. Raiders want Shedeur Sanders. Bears, Vikings. If I had to take a bet, I would take Vikings money line and the under. But I'm not betting on that. I'm putting all my chips on Atlanta, minus whatever. Kirk Cousins, maybe 200 yards just for a kicker. Added a little spice. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. You need me in your life. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod. I am him. Peace.